Well, that's how I get me a little live stream going on till I get to the gym and shit. Gonna give me a workout. Talk a little NBA, talk a little boxing. You know, well, whether we like it or not, I mean, boxing is bringing a lot of controversy to itself by some of the bullshit that came out of Barry Hearns' mouth. Besides that, then the NBA, the playoffs have been very interesting to say the least. Look like, to be honest with you, it looked like it's just going to be the same old with the Warriors and the Houston Rockets, where it just looked like the Warriors are going to eliminate the Houston Rockets in the playoffs again. And once again, we're going to be scratching our head, basically saying that James Harden can't get it done in the playoffs. James Harden has played solid so far, but he ain't been playing like how he was playing in the regular season. If James Harden loses to the Warriors again, people gonna start asking a lot of questions about him. Now, at the same time, while everybody is on Russell Westbrook, and rightfully so because of some of Russell Westbrook's decision making, you got to talk about James Harden too. Now, there is some rumors going around that Russell Westbrook may be shopped around, in the off season. But the thing is with Russell Westbrook, it depends on how deep he is into that contract. I think Russell Westbrook is in year 2 of that gigantic $200 million contract he signed. So keep in mind, you're going to have to get teams to eat up that salary. And plus, probably Houston may have to pay into that salary. I don't know how his contract is constructed, but more than likely, Houston may have to chip in on that contract and shit. But it just appears that James Harden is on the verge of once again getting knocked out by the Warriors, because the Warriors are up 2-0. Do I think Houston will get a game or two? Yeah, absolutely. I think Houston will win 1 or 2 games. But I think at the end of the day, the Warriors will prevail. And I think Stephen Curry shouldn't even play in Game 3. I think they should sit Stephen Curry down, just to give him some rest. I don't even think they should get him out there playing and shit. I think he should just sit Game 3 out. I know sometimes you want to get these series over with as quick as possible, but sometimes, you got to get one of your best players healthy, to where he could play on throughout the playoffs. The Warriors still have, after this series is over, they still have 2 more series to go. So they got to remember that. That's just how it works. They still have a lot more basketball to play. So, in my humble opinion, as Mike Rich would say, shout out to Mike Rich, they should sit Stephen Curry down for game 3. Now, Milwaukee got back in this series because Giannis had a solid game. The thing is with Giannis is going to have to develop a consistent jump shot, which that's something that he don't have. I've been watching Giannis play for a while, and he is definitely lacking that consistent jump shot. He definitely don't play like Kevin Durant. I mean, he can do everything else fine, but as far as his jump shooting game go, it just ain't there, and it needs a lot more work. But I think eventually in the off season he'll get it together, because Giannis is still relatively young. Giannis is only like 24, 25, 26 at the most. So it's still a lot of basketball left for him to play. It's still a lot of basketball for him to learn. He still can work on his jump shot in the off season, to help Milwaukee better their chances of winning an NBA final. If they was to go to the NBA finals this year, I still would have to favor the Warriors over them. Even though Milwaukee has home court advantage throughout the playoffs, the smart money has to go with the Warriors because the Warriors have been there before. But you never know. You never know what could happen. And as far as the other series go, Toronto and excuse me. If you wonder how the other series is going to go, that's going to be another interesting series. And then Portland and the Nuggets, that's going to be an interesting series. I think all these series are going to go at least 6 or 7 games. I don't think nobody's going to get swept. I doubt very seriously if anybody's going to get swept. I just don't see that happening. I see the Sixers versus the Raptors going 6 games. I think any one of those teams can win that series. And I see Milwaukee versus the Celtics going 6 games. Like, I see the Warriors versus Celtics going, the Warriors versus the Rockets going at least 6 games. But I could be wrong. The Warriors could very well sweep the Rockets, but I think the Rockets will get a game or 2. They'll fight hard enough to stay alive and not to get swept. That's what they will do. And if somehow, some way, the Rockets come back and win this series, then kudos to them. You got to give them all the props in the world. You really do. You have to give them all the props in the world, man. You cannot deny that. There is no denying. But I don't think the Rockets will win this series. But we'll see. Like I said, I could be wrong. But on the boxing end, gotta get some gas. On the boxing end, it looked like they're talking about Tank Davis versus Gary Russell Jr. somewhere down the line. Now that would be great if Tank and Gary Russell Jr. finally fight. That'll be a hell of a fight. I would love to see a fight like that. That would be a great fight. I don't want to say the battle of the DMV because from what I heard, Baltimore people don't like to be, they don't like to be called being from the DMV. So, I'll leave that alone. Then it's fight week with Canelo. Then, of course, it's fight week. Artur Beterbiev has a fight in Stockton, and I will be attending. And like I said before, man, should Beterbiev be successful, it's time for him to fight other Russian dudes, man. How come he ain't fought Sergey Kovalev? How come he ain't fought Bivol? When is those dudes gonna fight? That's my question. When the hell is they gonna fight? They never fight. Sergey Kovalev and Bivol been about to fight for the last 2 years and ain't nowhere near setting up a fight. I'm serious. But we'll see. But anyway, let me get to the gym. I'm almost pretty much at the gym, but anyway, I'm out. I already told you what's gonna happen. If Daniel Jacobs don't knock Canelo out or put Canelo on his ass at least 3 times, he's not gonna win that fight. Daniel Jacobs is talking like he may go for broke, but you never know. It's Daniel Jacobs. We'll see.